is 16:45. It's Saturday, the 12th January 2019, and we are live. This is about a teenage girl who end up with the second generation Forlander in they invite her to a lot of parties and introduce her for a lot of drugs. And with the drugs, all the sex follow too. And she gets very addicted, not only to the drugs, but to the delivering of those who have the drug who demand sex with her. She was not of their kind. She was what you will see as a Danish person. The second generation of the Forlander have grown up and come from a family where they did not have nothing. So they did not really care how they get a lot as long they was getting what they want. The lifestyle of the young Danish woman was becoming like a hooker. Simply as that. The one she trust on was the people who make to become like a hooker. She trusts on them because she get her money from them. She get her drugs. She get the sex. She have all the customers in that direction. One day, when she have met three boys, they have her drug and they have her money. There was three on her and used her like three men can use a woman. Then you can think to the rest. When they was finished, she get some money and she get her drugs. Now she have money to buy cigarettes. So when she was finished with the three boys, that was not Danish, she was leaving them and she was going down to the gas station. Now she buy her cigarettes. And on her way to the gas station, somebody have a good eye to her. And that person was Danish, just like her. They was actually the same. What you shall see as the same. But she have a rough life. He have maybe a rough life too, but not in the same way. On her way back, because now the time was nearly 5, so she have to go back. Now she have make her business. So she want on her way home just to take one cigarette. But on her way, where she could sit down and relax and take her cigarettes, because she actually have a little bit hurting ass after the three boys, because all of them actually like her ass. So you can imagine how she was walking. Yeah, poor girl. And that was nothing to make it slide much easier with that rubber. So she walked as she did. Now, one of her own kind did have a good eye to her and noticed her and was going the same direction after she had buy her cigarettes. Then suddenly a man appears on the road. He was going in the same direction. In front of the boy, between the boy and the Danish hooker, prostitute, in the middle of her 20s. This man, because he was a man, and she was nearly a woman, but she looked like a teenager because her age, when she began to stop growing because of all the drugs and the lifestyle, was in her teenage. So she looked like a teenage today. But she's a grown-up woman, like in her 23, 24 years old. Now this man appears with his beautiful car, and he looked very white. Not like the boys who did give her drugs. There was more brown in the skin, like second generation, like in Denmark. Now this man, he was like a businessman. Fine trousers and fine shoes and a nice jacket and a okay car. You can have on a rent. If you shall have that on a rent, you have to have a good work with maybe a salary when they pay him like 20,000 every month out after tax. Now this man, weird enough, appears in between the man who have a good eye to this woman. And then something very funny happened because the man seems to know this woman. And the boy who have a good eye for this woman, he's well known to, in a way. He have sit in a long time in a warfare for his rights in Denmark to his own people. Now this man is between those two. And what you see appears is when he see the boys, he coffin to this woman. After he have coffin, and you can hear the coffin was not like real. It was like fake coffin. Now the man, he stand with his car. He was kind of white, but he have this black hair. So there was something not quietly white over him. He could maybe be like a kind of like they look in Italy. They can appear like that in Italy or Spain. More that kind of type. Not like a typical Danish person. This man coffined to the woman, and now he stand with his car, and he stayed there standing with his car. And now he's taking up his phone. And you see he began to texting. You are very sure what actually have taken place there. So the boy can not help himself. He just say idiot to this person because he is an idiot. Because what is happening later on when the prostitute girl find her place to relax, she sit down on the ass that she really cannot sit on. And now the boy reached the girl. And he began to speak to her. But you understand, there have just been a connection with this man that appeared before. And he did cough into the girl. And now the girl is actually rejecting the man who comes over to her. But they are the same. You understand? They are the same. But she don't know that they are the same, because in whole her life, she get her drug and her sex and her money from the wrong kind of Danish people in our country. And the people who driving her around is not really Danish too. And they have a Jewish background. Kind of an Italian mafia, if you can say like that. They have spring over to United States of America and spring all the way up to Deutschland. And now we have it many places in Denmark too, because of all the pizzeria and all the shit in our country. And where they come from, where they have their belief, they are using Danish people because their belief says that they are like stars. They see much more than everybody else. So when they find their victim they want to use, they are cutting all the strings away from them, filling them with lies. So they can own their ass and fucking their ass like they want to. And that is exactly what they are doing. So every time one person is reaching that person, she will be so fucked up, fooled in her mind that she cannot know the difference because of all the lies and who she's counting at. But you understand, this woman, she will not reach her 13s, then she's used. Because she will not change her lifestyle. It's the only thing she knows. Now you have all this brown ape shit and all their Jewish Moses shit belief, taking our people, our Christian people in our country, spreading the lies against the Christians people, just for splitting them to their Muslim and their Jewish shit. Because as what you see, they are coughing when they see what you could say is Christian people, real Danish people. And now you have Christian Danish people rejecting each other because of those they are counting at who have already enslaving them to their shit ape belief from Abraham and their shit moon on the fucking sky. And this is what we shall even even the Danish people is in cooperation with this shit because they have been fooled through the Christiansborg in Denmark from the politic people on Christiansborg, who is in cooperation with Russia, in cooperation with England and United States of America. And because there have been a second war, because of the second war, they have their reason to be in our country. They have their reason to keep on their sick war against our people. So now you have Englishmen sitting in Denmark, pointing out Danish people and want to hook them up with their ape shit belief. Brown as fuck. That's what it is. Because in their mind, in their sick invading mind in our country, they believe that the blue-eyed people shall share out their blue eyes to their brown eye shit. Coming here and making money on our girls. Coming here, keeping the boys away from our girls. There was just a story of real life in Denmark. In our, if people have not been out and see what is going on in our country, I think they are blind. They are still allowing their Danish girls, their daughters, out in town. They have given them this shit device, this shit phone with open doors to everything. And they can stalking your daughters everywhere they want to stalk them. They can see where they're going in town because what you have delivery to them is people of Jewish background believing on Moses. Not on Jesus Christ, but Moses. And they are not only Jewish, they are Muslim too, with their Abraham shit belief. That's the technology you have delivered to your kids. Not from Denmark, but outside this shit country. In the same time, after the Second War, that they have filled up our country with all their apes everywhere. Like Ishøj, Værebro, Kokkedal, you name it. Just see how they have intake our country on Nørrebro. And now you have these assholes on Christiansborg hiring their sick people around the Danish people to hook them up with their shit just because of some shit moon. Just because there's a big gorilla on the fucking face on the moon holding a fucking child in his arms. Then everybody with blue eyes shall be with their brown shit. And now we have this English Aarhus shit assholes coming over here to Sjælland, invading our lives, open up doors only for their shit. And they still don't get it in their sick head. But you understand, they are still in war with the Nazis under the Second War. Yeah, because who is it that is the rulers today, huh? Is it the Nazis? Is it? No, they lost the war. So who was the losers on the Second War? That was the Deutsch, and who else? Because somebody else nearly lost too. That was the Jewish people who believe on Moses. And now the Dutch was invading Russia. They was invading France. They was invading England. They was invading Denmark. And then we have United States of America, who was just going into the war. Because even in Japan, yeah, you know all this shit. So who are ruling our days today? It is definitely not the blue-eye, white-hair people. And who are you voting at out there? Dansk Folkeparti? So you think you can believe on somebody who is representing our Danish people? See, after the Second War, this is the perfect lie today. They definitely know you're going to vote on them. But even those are deceiving us with lies. And then you can think, who are they? Because there's just something very funny about it. There's relations to Deutschland, but even not only Deutschland, but United States of America. So what kind of cooperation is there from Russia and United States of America over our lives today, huh? Look at the royal people. There's nobody on Amalienborg with blue eyes, I think. I think that one is nearly gone. So the Danish people have nothing to relate on Amalienborg anymore. Because they're brune eyes. They are friends. They go to France. What do I have in France, huh? It's definitely not the Danish people. So now we have Muslim people and we have Jewish assholes who's splitting up the Christian people here in our country. Behind our back, related over to England, related over to New York, United States of America, related to France, related over to Sweden, as Sweden are related over to Russia and the United States of America. How can I say all this? Because you shall understand this. This is a fact. I have people here who open the doors for people they don't understand, I'm not interested in. In so fucking many years, shall repeat my fucking self that it's never going to be me and their brown eyes shit girls. With their sick ape belief over Danish people in Denmark. I have white skin, and I will have children with white skin. I am blue-eyed, and I will have children with blue eyes. I'm not going to make some shit because of some Deutsch Nazi sick assholes who have freedom to do as they please through England and the United States of America. Yeah, what do you think they're using the mental hospital to, huh? It's just funny that the women's that appears on the mental hospital between the Australian people they've hired in there and between the New York people they've hired in there and between the Deutsch people they've hired in there and between the Russian people they've hired in there and between the, let me see, was that it? Yeah, some Arabian shit. Again, Muslim. Then you can have some doctors, there's gays. You can have some doctors in there, there's Muslims. And then they've sit and work on my ass and hold my life here where I live. And keeping on with their English, Deutsch shit over me. Open the doors to their brown-eyed shit women from England. Not only that, I have this Swedish fuck too. Interrupting on chats wherever I am on the net. And what I understand, they say I'm Deutsch. This Swedish fuck say I'm Deutsch. So you understand, the Swedish people still have their war since the Second War. Because now what it means to be Deutsch is no longer because you come from Deutschland. No, there's something about how they look that's making them Deutsch. And maybe how they want their rights. Their rights to freedom to choose freely. And if that choice is to one of their own, like white and blue eyes, then they are narcissistic. So they will not have a success of an integration with in behind their back, interrupting their love life. Now they will discover they will not have a success with their Moses shit belief. So, not only that, there will be a big clue that they will be disclosed for interfering other people's lives. Because of their choices that's making it impossible for those assholes from England and Sweden to interfere in our love lives, conquer our ass, because now we are Deutsch, because we demand our freedom to have a free choice to choose who we want to be with. So now we are sick. Now we are a big white ape. Yeah, because of course we are a white ape. We are definitely not a brown ape. Because if we was a brown ape, maybe there would not be a war here. Because then the brown ape could find a white ape. You understand? You remember under the Second War when the Deutsch did lost the Second War? You remember that a lot of the Deutsch people did take their lives when they knew they was going to lose. Yeah, okay, it was war. But maybe there was something that was indicating that it was not alive to live for Deutsch people after the Second War. Maybe there was something inside of them that they will not hand over to the enemy. A discovery that nearly the whole fucking Second War was based on. And now we have assholes, even this day today, because they maybe fear the Second War. And nobody knows what the Second War was all about. They're just forgetting to telling people that the Jewish people was believing on Moses. And that Christianity was the New Testament of Jesus Christ. Who definitely have a big problem how they see on everything on that time. So what was the Deutsch? Was they Christians? No, because in Christianity you does not kill other people. But now the Jews in Russia have just taken down a whole family. Not so long time ago that the war appears. A whole royal family in Russia. Up to the Second War. And they stand, it was Jewish people. Farmers, there was Jews. Not only that, if you go longer down to the south, up to the First World War, there were royal people too that was being killed. If they was killed. And now we have a ruler in Deutschland after the First World War who want to conquer nearly the whole world. And what reason is that? Is it because that the Jews have spread all over Europa after Rome and have maybe sit behind our back and own a lot of our wealth ever since? With their Moses belief, denying Jesus Christ, because their opinion was that he was ruining everything. So what did he ruin? That they could not use people that was royal just like Jesus Christ? Like a lamb. just like what the girls sometimes appears and become prostitutes. In my life, they've introduced Indian people, and I don't understand why this old fuck over there is keeping on coughing to me here. Like, I want his shit. He don't understand it. Inside his head, I can shout to this old fuck and say to him, I'm not interested in his shit. And he will keep on going in on the stairs and then coughing to me. Like I'm interested in his Indian forländer. This man is in cooperation with some Deutsch shit from United States of America. Aarhus, once again. Aarhus related over to London in England. Who have, ever since I moved in down here, have sit behind my back and interfere in the girls that I have met in fucking whole my life. And like I'm interested. Like I'm fucking interested in their shit. How naive can they keep on being up in their sick head? Just wiping out my ass, keeping on provocate me in my room here, down here. What shall it end up with, huh? Just asking, how much can a man take from idiots, huh? We are not speaking same language here, as you see. It's definitely not the same language of understanding. Because I'm the Deutsch man here, you understand? Because I had a problem against Jewish people who want to interfering in my love life because they want to prevent narcissism. But they are digging all the gold for themselves. And using our people like the stars that have been seed. And once again, I'm asking, how much shall somebody take from this Swedish Aarhus shit assholes, huh? We know for a fact that it's from Jylland. This know we from a fact. We know it's a fact too that they are in cooperation with Englishmen. Englishmen who have a sick belief on some ape. Just because we have a shit moon with a big fucking ape on it. Then they have their idea that all of us shall be with their brown ape shit. Not choose freely, but having assholes sitting and deciding what shit. And of course, it's their shit. I'm not going to be with nothing on my shit phone. That's a fact. That's fucking a fact. I'm never going to let somebody in through my phone, never fucking again. I cannot even see why I shall have a contact with my family when I know this asshole's upstairs and next to me is sitting over my shit phone, sitting and listening to what there's going on in my fucking life here. This time, I choose a lawyer from Jylland just for seeing what there was going to happen. And to my surprise, they just shit me in my fucking face. And now this shit is moving in. Something else to my surprise, that was every time I talked with my lawyer, they was telling me a month where the police want to put me on the mental hospital. That I want to go in court against. See, after these terms that I'm living under, I cannot see how the law can be fulfilled under the terms that I'm living under. Because they are forcing me to live in this time right now. And you know, in this time right now, mistakes can very much happen because I cannot plan my fucking day tomorrow. Because of assholes like this sitting down in Valhalla, interfering in the private chat if I'm online on the fucking net, just for wiping out my ass, sitting behind the screen, contacting the people that I'm talking with. If I'm talking with somebody like me, they will definitely go in and fill them with lies. If I'm talking with somebody with brown eyes and brown ass, then it's okay. Then they can go in and tell them that it's okay. That's what they're doing behind my back, and they're doing it out in this country too. I cannot see why I at all shall let somebody into my fucking life. But I can see that I shall take those people down who have sit over my life and does not respect my private fucking life and sitting in 24 hours over my fucking ass. Yes, I can see that if I'm German, then this is a fucking war, and then I will take them down. I'm never going to drive in a car again.